Hi, I'm Anita from Needles and Hooks, and welcome to episode 19 of Anita's vlog. If you could be so kind to like, share, subscribe, join the Discord, the link to that is in the description below. Anyway, today is Mother's Day, and this will be out the week after Mother's Day, so happy belated Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. I'm still currently waiting for my oldest daughter to text me or something so I can figure out what we're doing today and figure out if my other kidlings will be coming along or if they're gonna do something at a different time. I don't know. I'm out of it's out of my hands. So I'm just gonna sit and work on. When I last left the last vlog, I was working on this mug rug. I'm still working on this mug rug. I got, like, I believe 8 rows to go. 2, 4, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Yes, 8 rows to go on this, and I can add the fringe and be done with this, and then start working on a bandana pattern. I have ideas. I just need to actually do them. So what I'm gonna pick, like, I might just stick with this one since it's up here and I'm working on it. I have like orange and brown, and I was gonna do something with these, but then I'm like going, these are kind of fall colors. And I also have a giant orange cone of this, so I want to use this up first. This is the only brown that I have from when I went to Joann's in March. I bought this one last weekend, 2 weekends ago, as per this video. Yeah, so I did, like, I'm not doing a yarn haul because, well, it's like all over there. I've got 2 bags. The big bag and then the smaller bag in front. Cotton yarn. Anyway, so I'm going to figure something out to do with these. Some kind of pattern of some type. I don't know. I don't want to, like, use it for, what do you call it? Washcloths and kitchen towels or whatnot. I want a softer yarn to do that with. And I'm not going back to Joann's as much as I would really like to. Yarn is still 50% off. Other items are now 80% off. But I've got to stop. I need to use what I've got. So that's what I'm trying to do. So I am going to work on this. I'll get this partly done, and then I really just want to start the bandana first. Actually, I think I'm going to choose a lighter color for the bandana. So, I mean, this has only got 8 rows, but it takes a minute to go do the other stuff that I do with it. So I'm just going to drop a loop, and then I'm going to pick a color out of my other bag. So, and try and figure this out. Yeah, so I will be back in a little bit and probably show my progress. Okay, because I'm going to show off what I did. It looks more like a pie shape than like a regular bandana shape, but this is the test that I needed. I misjudged how many I needed at here. So it's only 11 inches wide by, I think, maybe 11 inches long. But yeah, this would probably work because I did it from the top down, just so I could, like, test it to see how many rows do I need with my chosen hook size and my chosen yarn size. So now I have a basis to what I can do, even though I was doing these stacked single crochets at the beginning of the rounds. It kind of made it a little difficult when I got down here to do the decreases, so I was just like winging those. So when I go to start, I'm going to do it from the bottom up, because doing it from the top down, that's great, but you would have to cut and reattach if you wanted a border around the edge. So I don't believe I'll be doing it from the top down, but doing it from the top down, what I thought in my head, it does work. It does work from the top down, but I will work mine from the bottom up. That way I have more control, and I can add, like, borders around the bottom. So I do have my test pattern. I did write it down. I made some adjustments. So that'll make it to where I can figure it out. I might take this apart. I don't know. Or I'll keep it for myself. So I know better next time. I need more chains in between. More stitches in between to make it as wide as I want and then do the straps. So, yay. Figured it out. Sort of. So I'll make one going from the bottom up. This was just a plain double crochet. So now that I know what I need to do, I can actually do different patterns within there. So, and not just like granny stitch or just double crochet or whatnot. I can get that figured out because it'll be done on an even number of stitches. So any kind of pattern that works on an even number of stitches, well, I should just say 2 minimum. So yay. But any even number of stitches with like blank rows, whatever, in between will work on this. And if I get something good, I will make a tutorial and a written pattern. So that takes care of that. That can just sit over there for right now. I still don't know what's going on for a Mother's Day. Chuck this in my scrap bag because I still haven't gotten anything from my oldest daughter yet. And my son wants to take me out to dinner, but I don't know what's going on today. So I have no idea. As much as I'd like things to be like not planned for me, I'm like sitting here kind of like, I'm sitting here, I'm waiting, so I don't know what's going on. So I guess we'll find out, hopefully, eventually, soon. But, yeah. All right. I'm going to just continue. I'm going to work. I'm going to finish this and then figure out what my next steps are. So I will see you later. So I just got back not too long ago from Mother's Day outing. It's like my son and his girlfriend came over, and then my oldest daughter came over, and we went out. Youngest daughter wasn't feeling very well, so that's okay. Let me fix my little lens hood. Because, well, you see how light, fuzzy that is right there? So I got this little Post-it note. I stick it on there, and that little fuzzy thing goes away. Because my last web camera had a privacy cover. So I wouldn't flip it all the way up. I'd flip it up to where it was out of range of the camera. And I never noticed that until like recently. I was like, why is it so foggy at the top? So you put that on there, poof, no more fuzzy things. So we went out to Outback Steakhouse, got me a burger and stuff. And then my daughter, my oldest daughter, brought me some big old pack of sour Skittles because I love sour Skittles. And I'd shared an item from my Amazon wish list with her like the other day. She ordered it, and it's like she comes, I meet her at the door, and she's like, oh, I got you these things. I was like, wait, where the hell did you get those from? And she's like, Amazon. I'm like, what? Already? She's got Prime, so she got overnight shipping, and she was telling me earlier this is the first time overnight shipping actually worked. She ordered it, I think like the day before, and then it got to her place like before she got off of work. So I now have a set of Clover Amour hooks. Whee! Which now I have 2 I hooks and 2 J hooks. Because I bought the first 2 separately because my boy set came with very oddly millimetered I's and J's. So I'm just like, I need the normal ones. So, and I ended up giving her my boy K hook because she was using one of these for her blanket she's making herself. And she's like, it hurts her hands. So it's like, she's like, oh, I want some of these. So I was like, what size you need? K? I was like, all right. So I gave her my K hook because I can use this because I'm not making anything completely with this size hook right now. Or so if I have a project that uses an I9 hook, 5.5 millimeter, I think it is. Yeah. I use a K to do the chains on because it's bigger. It's 2 sizes up from an I. So that way my chain isn't all like squished because I cannot chain loosely with the same size hook to save my life. So I go up 2 sizes. So I can use this to like do whatever. It's like I'm not making like big projects with this. So that's that. So she got me those. I was like, yay. So earlier I was like, maybe I should go through the process of seeing what it's like to put a product up on Michael's Maker Place. Needless to say, I'm not using Michael's Maker Place because they want you to weigh your product in the listing. Otherwise it won't post. And I'm like, that's stupid. What if people buy multiple items? It's going to be in one package. I'm not going to send 3 or 4 items in separate packages. That'd be ridiculous. So I'm currently in the process of trying to set up my Shopify. And my phone is being stupid. I need to replace it, and I'm going to do that tomorrow. See, it's just sitting here. I haven't been on it. It was at 44%, and now it's down to 39%. I'm not doing anything on it. So the battery is about to be toast, so I'm going to get a phone tomorrow. I have to. I don't have a choice. Because I was also in the process trying to log into my GoDaddy account so I could purchase a domain for this site. I can't even log in because I've got 2-factor authentication set up, and I'm not getting any of the texts for my verification code. So I'm not happy. This is not working. So I went with Shopify, even though it's not what I wanted to do starting out. But what are you gonna do? I have to go with something that actually works. So I'm gonna sit and go through the process of adding an item to my shop, because I did take a picture of something, one item, just to see what the process is like. And that's how I found out about the Maker Place. And I'm like, I'm not going to weigh this before that's dumb. Because if I package it, packaging has weight to it. So that's a little stupid. So I'm not doing that. No offense to anybody that actually uses that site to sell their handmade goods on, or your like make on demand stuff. That's not something I'm interested in doing. I'm not going to pre-weight it before I package it, because no. I'm a shop of one person. I'm it. So I'm not going to deal with that. So I'm right now in the process. I gotta wait for tomorrow to purchase a domain, but I'm gonna sit here and go through what it's like to add a product to it, because I still have the picture. I still want to like see what it's like and go through all of that. This has just been a headache, it's like I didn't want to have something where it was a lot of money a month to own a shop. If I was smart enough and versed well in shopping carts and things like that, I would have done it some other way. But I didn't want a WordPress site. That's too much of a hassle. And I'm just it's been a long day. So I'm going to sit here. I'm going to figure out how to add a product, see what that looks like, see how that goes. And then maybe if it goes well, or if there's not anything ridiculous on it, I can actually start doing photos and then do the measuring and then writing all the descriptions and stuff out, and then just go. And have them ready for June. I need to see, June 1st starts on what day? It's a Sunday. 3 weeks from now. So, I wonder why I picked the second week of June. I don't remember. I like I said earlier, I don't remember why I thought second week. But as soon as I can get everything up, I want to do, I don't know. I'm not going to do that. I don't know. I'll start advertising it on not my Facebook page, because I'm half tempted to get rid of my Facebook page. Too much nonsense. Posting to my just my personal Facebook or whatever, and then on YouTube, where we are now, and then get all that set up and ready to go. This is the longest part of the process, getting everything done and ready to go, because I have not done this before, so I'm out of my element. I'm learning on the fly. It does take some time. Not gonna lie about that. That's not how it's. If it were easy, everybody would do it. It takes some time. There's a learning curve, and I'm about ready to go through that learning curve right now. So hopefully it'll be successful and nothing silly shows up. And I will see you after I do that. So it's May 12th. I did forget yesterday that when we went to Walmart, I did get 2 cones of cotton yarn. Peaches and cream. What's colorway? This is Sea Breeze and Panorama. And I've added them to my cotton yarn inventory. I have a lot of cotton yarn, and I'm slowly working through it. So I'm going to leave in about an hour and a half or so to go replace this piece of junk. Because it's like, I need to do things. I need to purchase a new domain name. And if I can't get a 2-factor authentication text, I can't sign in. So also, it's like my daughter yesterday texted me at like 7:30 in the morning. Hey, when you want to go? And I never got it until way later, like about 3-4 o'clock. And I'm like, what is going on with this? So this thing is dying a slow death. It needs to go. It's time. I'm going to do that today. Didn't quite get to do it yesterday. They didn't really have a good selection at Walmart, and it was too late to go to the cell store because it was like 4:45 and they closed at 5. So I'm going to put these back in the bag. That thing is full. And then there's a smaller bag right there that has yarn in it. And so, yeah, totally digging the Clover Amore hooks. I mean, I liked the ones that I bought individually, I think, last year. It's like the yarn just runs so smooth, and I now have like a whole set of these. So I'm super happy. This works really well. Put that over there. Oh, ding. Ding. Let me pause. Yeah, I'm also getting set up to do photos over there. I did one last night and went through the whole thing of listing it. It's not up yet because I think I set everything to go. I'm setting everything to go live on June 8th. So that'll give me some time to get everything done. That's like 3 weeks from now, I think. Where's my mouse? Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks from now. So I got about a month to get all of it done. So I got my notebook. I got it ready over there. I got a pen ready over there. I just threw my tape measure over there. And yeah, they do want you to put what it weighs on the thing. I mean, I don't have to, but I can do it. I decided to do it because it's like you have a choice. And what I didn't like about Maker Place is that you didn't have a choice. You had to do it. And I'm like, that, and they were more like catering to on-demand making than doing already having stock and putting it in. And they didn't have a way to do the patterns. So on my Shopify, that's so weird to say right now. On my Shopify, I have a link in my menu that goes straight to Gumroad. And last night when I went to Gumroad, you can put like sections on your page, and you can sort stuff into tabs. So I sorted my patterns into a separate tab. Ding. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I sorted it into a separate tab so it's linked to that tab, and I went around running around the internet last night, and it opens up. The link will open up in a new tab. Anything that's an external link other than the Shopify site goes to a new tab. So that part's taken care of. Right now is just getting photos, getting the site to look nice-ish, you know? Which is, I stayed up way too late last night figuring that out. I'm like sitting there just doing this and then fiddling with stuff. And then I'd look at my clock and it was like 8. So I'm like doing stuff, fiddling with stuff. Look at my clock again. It's midnight and I'm like, oh, good God. Then I kept going, and then I went to bed at like 4:30 in the morning, and I got up around 10 this morning. So, yeah, I'm like, oh, I can't stay up that late tonight because I work tomorrow. So that's going to be fun. So I'm going to go and do that over there, or at least attempt it, and then get it down, write in my notebook, and then come and, like, I'm going to do it in batches. Back and forth. So I'm going to do it in batches so I'm not overwhelming myself. And that'll be fun. So I'll see you in a little while. It is now May 14th. I didn't do a video yesterday. I was just like trying to get some stuff done with the store. And I did finally manage to purchase a domain. My other phone, this colossal piece of junk, was not giving me any of my texts. So all of a sudden, all my texts, once I got the new phone, started rolling in on this phone. And I'm like, what is going on? So, now that I have Avi's new phone, I will see how that does with photos once I get to a point where I can take photos again. I've only got a couple more. Well, I've got plenty of things that could be, I can do a flat lay on. But some of this, the rest of the stuff has to be, I've got the mannequin head. You can't see it. It's over there, really. Trust me. But I need a background so I'm not having to sit there in my photo program trying to get rid of it or blurring it or doing something with it. So down here I've got my clipboard with 3 sheets of paper on it. That way I'm writing things down that I need to write down, and then I do 10 photos at a time. And then I put the 10 up, and I have them scheduled all for June 8th at noon Mountain Time. So that's going. Yeah, speaking of the domain, I went to like get it after I got this phone. Trust me, it took I was out in the 80-degree heat. Went to one place. Oh, yeah, we're closed until 1, and it was after 1 when I got there. So I had to drive all the way somewhere else to purchase this phone. And then, oh, look, there is Walmart right there. So I had to go grocery shopping also. So it took forever to get that done and get home and then get this set up. I'm still learning how to use this phone. It's been, there's always a learning curve when you change phones or computers. Like, I built this computer. It was a complete learning curve for me. It took me 2 days to do it, and I'm happy I did. I got the stuff that I need, except I really should have picked a modular power supply instead of one that had the plugs and wires, because some of those, they're not plugged into anything. So when I go next time, if I want to do that, I can just get a modular one and do something with that. But anyway, getting the domain, I'm all like trying to sit there. It's like anitascrafts.com. Oh, sorry, this is already taken. And it's a premium domain. And I'm like, what? So I went to the URL, and it's like it was $1,288 to purchase. And I'm like, no. So I did get craftsbyanita.com. And though my shop isn't ready for prime time, it is visible. But I'm still working on that. I'm still working on putting products up. I have 70 something to go through, take photos, do all the descriptions and all the, I want to say fun stuff, but I know it's it's like doing paperwork. I hate paperwork. So I'm going through that right now. I've got 4 more of to add to my shop right now that I haven't done. That I have pictures for, and everything else I have to take pictures of, and I have to figure out how I'm going to do it, because I do not have good wall space anywhere, like a decent blank wall space, except maybe this wall over here. But then I'd have to figure out how I'm going to do this. So much fun, because this place is this big, and I didn't get home enough in time to call about this place I'm interested in like getting. So that sucked. And I work 8 to 4, and then we got our hours back because they got cut I think late last year we had like half an hour a day taken from us because the census was down. And so I was like, all right, fine, whatever. And then we had our meeting yesterday on Tuesday, and we got our hours back. So starting next week, I'm working 8 to 4:30, which means this is going to be like, I'm going to have to cram some time in because, one, I still haven't edited and uploaded last week's vlog. I've got OBS, not OBS, that's OBS Studio. I've got DaVinci Resolve open with all my little clips in it, and I gotta go through that and do that, and then get on this, and then, well, I'm gonna like eat and do the video, and then after that I'll start working on this. I got 4 more that I have left to do. It's taking forever. I should have just like done the photos as I did them, and going forward, that's what I'm going to do. Right now, I've got one project over here. 'Tis another bucket hat. But now I can change colors now. I'm like, oh, because I was trying to figure out how Kelsey over at Passionate Kelsey was doing hers, and I'm sitting there going, all the bucket hat patterns I've looked at and then I've used, I want you to slip stitch over to the next space or whatnot. And I'm like, that's not going to look good during a color change, and how I'm going to carry the color without leaving big old strands behind. So I found that by accident because I'd seen it before, but I didn't remember it. So I'm just like doing something. Got one of her videos. I think it was her, one of her how many bucket hats I could do in a day video. So that's in the background. It's providing me with a distraction because I didn't feel like watching House. So I'm just like doing something, and then oh, it's time for a demonstration. I looked up and I was like, oh my god, I need this. So I learned it. Now I'm doing it. So thank you, Kelsey, for having that walkthrough. I needed it because I could not figure it out otherwise. And per the usual, my temperature blanket is way behind. I didn't write down the temperatures for, I think 2 days ago, so I have to go and do that. It is incredibly hot in here, but my air conditioner is off. Otherwise, it's really loud, and it will come over the microphone because it's like right there. This place is just this big. So that's all that I've been doing other than dealing with getting this phone and working on my shop and getting it all done. One of these days I will get it all done. Oh, I don't have anything to display those. Whoops. Oh well. Anyway, I'm going to pause this for right now. If I come back on, I come back on. Later on, perhaps, maybe. I'm not sure. But I need to get my dinner out of the fridge, and then start editing my previous week's video. And videos are going to be like sparse for right now until I get the shop stuff done. Because I'm sitting there going, I didn't do a Yarn With Me episode for this week. And I didn't do one for last week either. So I'm like, I need to get back on the ball. But this is taking up a lot of time and getting it set up and ready to go. Hopefully it'll be done like quickly, because it's just like, I'm going to take 10 photos at a time. I have 70. I've already got 10 photos already. So I really wish I could just do 10 a day. But sometimes it doesn't work out like that because I have like distractions, like phone calls, text messages, whatever. And trying to finish and get stuff done so I can get on with doing this. So, you know, I made a heart. Because I heart all 69 of you. So I'm going to stop for right now, and I hope to be back just a little bit later on. So it's Saturday, May 17th. I didn't do anything yesterday because, well, I didn't want to, except working on this. So far, this is working out fine, and I want to get to row 24 before I commit to it and create a tutorial for it. But I wanted to show the hat that I did. But as soon as I flip it around, you can see an obvious issue. Like right Oh my God. Here. This is where it was joined with the new color. I didn't pull the yarn tight enough, so there's like an obvious, very obvious round change right over here. I can't with this. This is stupid. Here we go. Like, you see it. So chalk it up to a learning experience. Next one I do shall be a lot better. This one will not go in the shop. I've got to sit and take photographs later on. I just got home from work, so I'm just gonna chillax for a few and not think of anything. So make some food in a little bit. So I'll probably end this vlog. I still need to shoot a Yarn With Me episode. I haven't been able to do those for a while. Because I'm busy doing stuff for the shop. So I'm just gonna do that later on when it's not so hot. Yeah, it's a little windy outside, so that's why I haven't opened my window yet, because it's like blowing, and I just turned my air conditioner off and kind of regretting it because it's a little warm in here. It always gets hot up on this floor. I don't know why. So anyway, I'm going to end this vlog, and I shall see you all on the next one. Bye-bye for now.